Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Revelation from the Word. So today I want to talk to you about why is it important that Jesus is not just God, but also the Son of Man. And isn't it interesting, if you go back to the previous episode that I shared on when God said, let us make man in our own image and let them have dominion over the earth. So what is he saying? He's saying he's given us dominion to rule and reign here on earth and make earth look just like heaven. He wanted us to be a representation of him here on earth, right? Well, let's take a look at why Jesus came and what it looked like for him to come. So if you look at, if you look at John 1:1, it says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So that tells you right there that Jesus was never born. He always was. And so how is it that God is all powerful, and why did God have to come down to earth and allow his son to be crucified, such a crucial death? Because obviously we were all sinners, and there's none of us could have made a sacrifice that was perfect enough, so he had to send his son. But he's all powerful. Why didn't he do it just in heaven, where he didn't need to come down here on earth? Well, let's take a look at Isaiah. Hopefully this will bring some clarity, and if you've ever questioned this area. It's something that I've always bothered me and always wondered why and how and who, and just so many questions I had on this. And I still don't have complete clarity on it, but I have a lot more clarity on it. So I figured I'd share with you. And in Isaiah 9:6, it says, for unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given. It's easy to see there. And by the way, this was prophesied about 700 years prior to Jesus' coming, which is mind-boggling. When I get a prophecy, I put my socks and shoes on, and I'm already set to when this prophecy is coming to pass. But in this case, it was 700 years. Imagine how many generations that was that they hung on to. But it says the Son was given. So it's clear that the Son wasn't born. He was given. But in order for him to walk here on earth, he needed a body, a suit. Because, again, God has given us dominion over the earth. And so it tells us that spirits actually don't have authority here on earth unless they have a body where they can work through. And so that takes us back to the enemy has no power unless we give it to him, because he needs a body in order to have authority here on earth. So in Hebrews 10:5, he says, therefore, he's referring back to the blood of bulls and goats could never pay the payment that needed to be done for sin. So it says, therefore, when he came into the world, he said, sacrifice and offering you did not desire, which God didn't desire that, but a body you have prepared for me. God prepared a body for the Son of God to come into, because he knew in order for him to have authority here on earth, he needed a body to come into to represent not only what the kingdom looks like and show us, but also to take back the baton so he can give it to us again. That's like insane that he in his kindness would send his only son to die such a crucial death to get back the baton that we gave away. It wasn't his responsibility, but in his kindness, he did that for us. And now we want to walk around and we want to act like we have a ticket to heaven, so one day hopefully we can go to heaven. I like to say that he has a responsibility that he wants us to do. He wants us to make earth look like heaven. There's a reason that he has done this. Any spirits without a body is illegal here on earth. That's why as believers, Holy Spirit lives in us. He gives us authority to rule over our own lives, cast out demons, etc. I like what in Mark 11, so many religious people came to Jesus and they're like, by what authority are you doing these things? Who gave you authority to do these things? What's he referring to? He's referring to like the miracles that he just did, the fig tree that he cursed, the cleaning out the temple that he destroyed. And he's basically referring them that I could do this only because I'm the Son of Man. I came as a man into a body, and therefore I have authority to do this because of who I am. In Romans 8:29 he says, "For whom he foreknew, he also predestined to be conformed." That word conform means to have the same form as another, to the image of his Son. Isn't that crazy? The word image is representation, likeness, or just like him. The image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren. What's he doing? He came to show us what it looks like to walk in the victory and the authority under his kingdom. We have zero power. Even though we're in a earth suit and a body, we have zero power unless we come underneath his government and he lives inside of us. We surrender to him and we make him Lord. That's how we have authority only, because then now we do operate what he tells us, and that's how he designed us. The point I want to share with you is this. We can't sell cheap. Jesus paid a price that no one else could pay for us to walk in the victory and the authority that he's called us to. And I would like to say that Jesus is resurrecting his church to walk in the victory and authority. And I want to challenge you, if you are afraid to step out and see the mighty hand of God do great things through you and in you, then I encourage you, talk to him. Ask him what it is that he wants you to do. Obviously, the more we know him, the more authority I believe we understand that we have. Our authority comes by him. There's no other way. Thank you for watching, and I hope this encourages you to know who you are, who God created you to be, to walk in that victory and not sell cheap. So I bless you until next time.